Yeah, here are some highlights from our Platinum Races paddock race at Azerbaijan. Friday Night League. Probably the most competitive Formula 1 series in Australia. I don't know if there's any others, but... Qualified third on the grid. Here's my strategy going for the one-stopper, trying to come in on lap 7 onto the softs. This is my genius move to try and get the 2 places that I need for the win. Highly competitive field for this one. A lot of rear tyre wear. Get a pretty good start. Everyone gets off well. Mike's on the inside, and he's very weak and soft there. Not enough commitment, so I'll go around the outside. Sorry, Mike, but you gotta be a bit better than that, mate. Rolex. You see that's Rolex on the outside there? I hit Rolex signs all race. Now we got reduced damage on, and you'll see in this race that is my saving grace, because if there wasn't reduced wear, I don't think I would have finished this race. But in here, I'm basically now prepared to sit in behind Zen. Zen, the big fella, probably the fastest guy on the grid. I'm going to sit in behind him and try and undercut him. I know the undercut here is severe. The rear tyre wear is incredible. So I'm going to come in just a little bit earlier, hopefully, and jump onto those softs and hold the position and try and slide him up as much as possible. He's going to have to pit again because I'm sure he's going to be in a 2-stopper, and hopefully that'll get me the win. But we all know in Formula 1, the best plans do not always work out, especially around this track. This track ended up claiming everyone. I think there was only 6 finishes. So here we go. You can see I'm in standard auto DRS, and I've got these little bitch braking marks. I'm still learning the game. It's only my 5th race. You see I get a lot of wheel spin. You're going to see through here a huge moment. So my race is almost over. Look at this. Oh. I don't know how I've saved that. Incredible. Thought I might have been under attack from behind, but I must have had enough grip. The guy, you see in the bottom, Chino, retired from the session. He had my setup. So I think he had the same moment as me through there, except he couldn't hold onto his car. So go to lap 3, and big moment. Here. Idiot. Understeer. So much understeer this setup. Damage front wing. Don't change... I don't tell the pit crew not to change the wing here because I don't know how to do it. The car felt pretty good, even with the front wing damage. So I was just keen to keep on trucking. Now this is interesting. The team gives me a new strategy. Now I don't know... My tyres are wearing out, so I knew I had to change to a 2-stopper. Now watch this, as I select the change of strategy, bang, bang, virtual safety car. So I'm going onto a 2-stopper. Now virtual safety car I know is almost a free pit, so I'm coming in. I'm hoping Zen isn't. I'm hoping he hasn't reacted in time. I've really missed the delta here, and Zen's going huge burn on me, so I'm just flat chatting at the pits. This is a big moment in the race. I just need to try and not let Zen gain too much ground. I'm hoping he doesn't pit. He does. It's clever by him as well. I'll get some good ground through here. Did a lot of practice for my pit entries. Bit of a pit stop race. Now is when I start to worry. I'm thinking, oh shit, they're holding a front wing. Ah shit. And they are ultra slow putting it on. Get it on, boys. Fucking hell, I'll tell you that. Christian's not going to be happy with that stop back at the factory. So, anyway, there goes about 6 seconds on Zen. VSC's ending, so it's been a really good stop. I've got a fresh set, I haven't lost too much ground. Zen's in front of me. I've just got to stick with him here through this traffic. We're both going to have to make up spots. None of the people in front of us have made any stops, and his Ferrari and Z on worn tyres. I have to get past these guys as fast as I can. Zen slicing through them like a hot knife through butter, and Ferrari into the wall, and I can't get through. He eventually lets me through. Couple of seconds wasted there, a bit of damage for Ferrari, I'd imagine. That bloody castle section claimed a few victims. Hawksy was up next, also struggling for rear tyre grip. I just have to set him up here on the big, what is it, a 10-kilometre straight. Ride the curve nicely. You can see I've already got 10% wear on the tyres. I think this is only a couple of laps from coming into the pits, so tyre wear is a big issue. Bit too much curve there, but get a good run. I'm going to lift off through here. There's just so much wash. I almost hit the wall a few times. But it doesn't matter because there's such a big straight. And with DRS, I've just got to pick which way Hawksy's going here. Getting a good toe. He sort of sits in the middle. I go to the outside. And I've got so much grip under brakes I can go basically just right around the outside of him. Good move. But look up ahead, Zen's already passed Mingman in third. So again, I've just got the hammer down and I'm pushing really, really hard. Mingman now on the next lap. I'm slicing through these guys. I think he's just let me through. I think he's coming in the pits. He is. Into third. Zen in front of me in second. And 3.2 seconds to make up. So I'm still in the race. I've just 16 laps to go. Now what's interesting here, Zen has caught Nasty. Now Nasty is nasty for a reason, because he's nasty as all buggery to try and pass. So I'm hoping he can hold Zen up here and I can get back into the race. And it looks like they might be squabbling. I think here, look at the gap there as I go around this corner, and I think here they've hit. They've made a connection, because when I come around, my eyes lit up, thinking, oh, here we go, my chance to catch Zen. But he's got past Nasty. Does he have damage? I'm not sure. But now I've got to try and get past the infamous Nasty. But he's on heavily worn tyres. I really shouldn't have too much of a problem. I've just got to set up for the overtake on the 10km straight through the castle section. Now, what's interesting here is just how worn Nasty's tyres are. Look at the grip I get out of this corner. And I go for a crazy move. What's this? Oh, huge moment there. Another big save. Don't know what I was trying for there. I was trying to overtake of the season, but didn't come off. All good though. Still sticking behind him and get him on the straight. Make sure I get a good run out of here, which I do. Bit too much curve again, but geez, again I've got so much grip. Watch this. Oh, I have to lift off, otherwise we're both going to die. Still got so much grip and so much DRS, etc. that I'll get him down the straight anyway. Goes to the outside, fly past him before the start finish line. I'm hoping he doesn't have another dig at me. I'm moving all over the track and got him, but I am an idiot and I do this. Oh, off into the pit lane, exit. Oh, almost touched Nasty, which I think puts him off. Wall, wing damage. Oh, he's... At this stage, I just couldn't believe it. I'm just throwing the razor away. Nasty's into the wall. He's back onto the track. Damaged my right front wing. Shouldn't make too much of a problem. But Zen now, if you look up the top, has managed to make a gain of around 4 seconds from memory. There's about 15 laps to go. Yeah, 4.7 seconds, 15 laps. I've got front wing, right wing damage. One more stop to go. I'm not feeling very confident. Now, this is where something strange happens. All of a sudden, Zen is slowing. I'm thinking we're close to our pit stop. His tyres are completely gone, because he is just so slow through here. Look, every corner I'm catching, gaining, get a great run out of here. And listen to this, I have to lift off. I almost smashed up the back of him. I thought he had a huge problem. And I think, oh, I'm just going to go idly by, and weirdly, my car just won't stop. Won't stop, bang! I should have lost the front tyre. Huge front right wing damage now. Post-race analysis, we were de-syncing. It was so weird, it was bizarre. But I'm in the lead, and he's all over me. At this stage, I'm thinking the damage is going to be too severe. And I'm looking at my fuel loads and trying to work out, do I come into the pits? So I'm just sitting, hoping for Zen to go by. So I'm just looking at all my stuff, and oh, a little nudge. Gives me a little nudge to let me know. I'm just trying to let him go through. Now this corner here, I fill the car, and I'm like, oh, okay, my car's fine. So race is back on. 11 laps to go. And I'm thinking it's now time for the undercut. I'm going to put a bit of pressure on him anyway, see if he makes a mistake. Little dummy move there, try and put him into the wall. Doesn't make too much of a difference. But I was surprised how well the car fell, even with that much damage. And here I come, I'm coming into the pits. So I'm going to go the undercut. I'm sure he's not coming in now. I'm going to get him some fresh tyres. I've told the pit crew not to change my front wing. This is the key to this race. I said, don't change my wing. I don't want to waste that time. So in I come, and he's bloody coming in too. I couldn't believe it. I don't know if he saw me coming in, but look at this gain that I made through the pits. Really risking it through there. I was on the ragged edge, right up behind him. It's a bit of a pit stop race. They're not changing my front wing, so I've got a chance to get out in front. This time they do a bloody good stop for once. Oh, and they've had to ghost me and sort of spit me back out. Couldn't believe it. But race on. Here we go. Fresh tyres. 10 laps to go. Watch this. A pit limiter wouldn't engage. I was smashing the buttons. This is one of those races. Nothing seems to be going my way. Let's see if I can pull off a miracle with orange wing damage. That's lap after the pits. I've got to run down the big straight for the win, for the lead. Zen protects the inside. I'm just squeezing him. He almost hits me. I was trying to squeeze him on the inside, not give him any room. I'm not going to make the same mistake I did earlier, and gets it done. And right now I've got pace. I'm surprised how well my car is, considering a bit of touch of the wall. That bloody Rolex wall. Swerving down the straight. Just don't want him in that DRS toe for too long, or have a dig. If I can hold this corner, this is where I can make some ground. And I do. As you'll see, fastest lap, I'm pulling away, and then I do this. I don't want to win this race, watch. Bang. Into the wall. No damage luckily, but Zen will have to yield that position. I'll try and cut him back. 7 laps to go, and I just, at this stage I'm furious. I keep throwing the race away. I'm trying to stay calm. Tempted to have a dig at him out. But again, it's a dummy move, but he makes a bit of a mistake there. I think he was worried almost into the wall. We were going hard at it. Like I'm not kidding you. By this stage, I'm just covered in sweat. I think both Zen and I were going really, really hard here, and we're making mistakes, hitting walls. As you can see, it was absolutely 110% effort. And you're about to see what 110% effort at Azerbaijan does, because this moment here was incredible. Oh! My reflexes there. Zen has put it into the wall at the castle. I don't know how I avoided that accident. But that was the moment. I almost hit the wall there. I was looking at the map in the bottom left-hand corner because I thought the track might have been blocked, and almost put my car into the wall myself and cost me the race. But I didn't, and that was the moment that gave me this special win. I think it was my second win ever online in Formula 1. I was swerving all over the place. I was fist pumping the air on this one. It was a bizarre race. I knew that this race was going to be bizarre, and a big win for Red Bull. Put me into the hunt of the championship, because then failed to finish, and the Red Bull boys were happy. Top step of the podium, Mike second, Mike at third, and you'll see the boss here, the big boss Christian, absolutely pumped in the crowd in a second. Look at him, look how excited he is. 2 Aussies and a Frenchman on the podium, and I'll see you next time.